You're listening to the audio production of When the Rules Don't Apply by Gerard Shirar, published by Suzanne Shirar and narrated by Jim Frangione.
Dedication. With love and affection to my wife Muriel, now with the angels. As the two boys walked along, they made a new compact to stand by each other and be brothers, and never separate till death relieved them of their troubles. Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Part 1. Chapter 1. My name is Timothy Joseph Flaherty. With a name like that, I'm sure you have guessed that my ancestors came from Ireland and that I was brought up Catholic, and you'd be right. And if you'd heard me talk, you'd also know I'm from Boston, a place that claims it's the home of the bean and the cod. In fact, I was raised in a Boston neighborhood known as Roslindale. The locals called it Rosie. The heads of the households worked at blue-collar jobs. The mothers stayed home to mind the kids, and most of the houses were three-deckers, or triple-deckers, as they were sometimes called. I'm guessing, of course, that with an introduction like that, you're thinking this is a story about yours truly, one of those autobiographical sagas written to justify one's life. But it's not about me. It's about Donny Faye, a boyhood friend, and what happened to him. I played a part, but then that comes later. Donny and I grew up around the Fallon Field playground and first met in Miss Tobin's kindergarten class. We bonded as boys do when they share things in common. Football, hockey, and baseball were the glue that held us together. Little League and Pop Warner weren't around yet, so we played our games free of adult expectations and meddling. Just out of high school in the summer of 1969, with an unpopular war raging in far-off Vietnam, our draft numbers were drawn and we were called up. By then, burning draft cards was in vogue, and anti-war protesters were out on the streets in force. But we answered the call, since, for guys like us, there was no other way. I did my time with the 1st Cav, serving in Song Bay Province in 3 Corps, west of Saigon. It wasn't the kind of war we saw John Wayne fight from the balcony of the Rialto Theater. There were no front lines. You couldn't tell friend from enemy, and the heat, monsoon rains, and tropical vegetation made life miserable. It was a war that took the lives of close army buddies who never understood why they were there in the first place.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?